What is going on, everyone? Commodore Lads here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction to the conclusion, the finale, Journey's End of my coverage of Gintama manga chapter 704. Now, if you guys were not here yesterday, I did the live read-through initially for chapter 699 through 704, but unfortunately because I had some IRL stuff come up on the side that kind of creeped up and caught me off guard, and I wasn't able to conclude the read-through. I had read up to the first few pages of 704. I had got done 703, and I only had read a few pages of 704 before I had to abruptly, conclude the stream because of stuff that happened. So I felt bad about it. You guys know that I was immersely invested in what I was reading, and you saw me in this chair here having a mental breakdown, just like everybody else was having, when they read 703, and just in general, all the content that was out there and stuff. But it's like, it wasn't easy for me to, hold off on that, and I think it was for the best because, considering the events afterwards, I was just like, I was kind of out of the vibe and stuff, and I didn't want to jump back into it and kind of lose, the enjoyment I was having during that entire read-through with all of you guys. And I figured even if I were to do a stream or so, let's say right now or in a little while and stuff, I wouldn't be able to do that because I know for a fact that some people, they have their own lives as well. They're not going to be able to, be here for it. So I'll just upload it and say, you know what, at least everyone will see once it's uploaded. They can check it out and see whether or not I'm still able to form words beyond this point. But we're here for it, man. 704, the final chapter of Gintama. I was like, I wanted to cover the series, at least, chapter by chapter, at least when it was in Giga. But I wasn't sure whether or not Sorachi was going to extend it beyond. And then after Giga, he was going to do some kind of Snapchat app thing, which I kind of joke around with, but I know it's something else with I just don't remember the name. But once I got confirmation saying it was concluded, I said to myself, you know what, I think the time is now to finally get back on here and talk about the greatness. 699 through 703 is phenomenal. I think 703, I have to really think about this because I have to go back to certain chapters, the Shogun assassination arc, during Farewell Shinsengumi, Rakuyo, even for Devas. I would have to really think about it and see, where this ranks up. But it might be a top 3 chapter to me, man. After reading 703, this is probably that was probably the most I've ever cried when it comes to manga, I think, in a chapter. I think the closest has to be some stuff in One Piece. And I really can't recall, the last time I felt that broken down the way I was. And it just goes to show how phenomenal of a writer, Sorachi is. A lot of people will say, he's known for his comedy, which is, the main thing when you think, oh, Gintama, you think comedy. But there's so much more, man, to this manga that when you really, immerse yourself into it, you see just how brilliant of a writer the guy is. He can make you feel every type of emotion you could possibly think of, and then some you don't even know existed. It'll make you feel that. But enough of me chatting. You guys are here, of course, to see what will probably be, hopefully, the finale of my mental breakdown when it comes to Gintama greatness. And before I even get into this as well, I just want to say, for those of you guys who know Etika, is a huge, part of, the YouTube community in terms of, gaming, Nintendo, that kind of stuff. I lost his life yesterday, and it was just sad for me in general just to know that because it's a guy that I really love his content, just the human being that he is, and how he was able to bring just enjoyment to his streams, his videos, and just made the whole entire atmosphere around him just that much more enjoyable. To lose someone like that, man, because the loss of mental health and just his just life went out of control and stuff, and just take in consideration at the very least, be nicer to people around you, even if maybe you don't have that strong of a connection to somebody. At the very least, try and be nice to them, saying hello, all that kind of stuff. At least that little thing can really help someone's day and make them realize, they're not alone in this world. Even if we're not the deepest of friends, we're not going to throw you to the side and, say that, your life is meaningless whatsoever, man. And it hurts for me because Etika was one of my favorites growing up. And someone who, anytime I would look forward to anything Nintendo, I know the first person I could think of was Etika. So, just keep that in your minds and stuff, at the very least, when it comes to him. So, rest in peace to Etika. Thank you for everything you've done as a content creator. And hopefully, with the power of Hideaki Sorachi, I can be able to, have that emotion of, enjoyment through anything I experienced moving forward just as much as you did, man. So, with that being said, it's finally time to go into my own form of sadness as we get into the final chapter of Gintama, man. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Chapter 704 of Gintama. Here we go. I'm going to read it from the very, very beginning because the last thing I can tell you for a fact that I remember from what I had read was, I believe it was right when Gintoki went to go save Shoyo with the whole crystallized arm thing. But aside from that, I barely remember anything that transpired. So I'm going to have to read from the beginning to see like what was going on. So, but I'll let you guys know like where exactly we had left off in the read through. So, all right, lesson 704. Nobody with natural perm is a decent guy. So remember that. So Katsuo here. So I'll just go back and reread the stuff there. So that way you guys I can remember for myself too what the hell is happening after what transpired yesterday. Gintoki, Takasugi, can you hear me? Where are you right now? Are you all right? We seized the ship, and the remaining enemy is starting to flee. They've been completely devastated. But the terminal is still out of control. It's only a matter of time before it collapses, taking the ship with it. We have to evacuate right now. And you see Sakamoto and them. Zero, we can't just run. If the terminal blows, then the Altana is just going to go even further out of control. I don't know if even the whole planet will hold if that happens. If we want to survive, we have to do something about that. But is even anything we can do? Is there anything we can even do? There is. And then I remember here the Shoyo part where he's on the broadcast. Would you mind leaving this to me? Who's that? He's like, you. I'll use the enemy's weapons. This mess is happening because they too extracted too much Altana from the terminal. So if we hit that with equal energy from the side, the two forces should cancel each other out. And for this massive amount of Altana that's been sucked out of the earth already, I'll destroy the weapons and make it flow back into the terminal by using the Altana inside me as a detonator. Even if that stops the Altana from running out of control, I doubt the terminal will make it through in one piece. Can I entrust getting everyone's safety to you, the brightest prodigy of my school? Yeah, I love that too, man. Like, I needed some constant respect, man. After this respect I've been seeing, in the lead up and everything too, still, but that's my guy. I do not want to be there to be any more victims. I know I can count on you. I want all of you to live. And I remember the broadcast going off, and Sakamoto was just kind of like, what the hell? You must all hurry out of here as well. As you heard, I will isolate this area in order to keep the damage to a minimum. Shoyo-sensei, you... Sensei! Ironic, isn't it? That I, someone with that internal life, that they didn't even want, would end up pressed for time. But in this little life I have left, I have thanks to him. And I know what meaning that has. I am a feckless man who cannot even protect his disciples, but that is why all of you must protect the future that they have woven. You see all the explosions going off and everything. Perhaps the 1,000 years of my life were all for this moment. This is the first time I thought that I'd like to keep living. Please let me have even one more second. 1 second isn't nearly enough. Even if that's all you have on your own, if everyone joins their lifespans together, you should at least have enough to see the faces of your idiot disciples. I remember when I saw the panel, man, it was like, yo, I got to see literally the equivalent of like the grandfather, me, and the grandkids for like being together, like not as like enemies, but like as a family, man. Like the fact that I get to at least have a panel where they're side by side is just so beautiful, man. He's like, we're sorry, Shoyo-sensei, but we just can't leave you like this. If we did that, we just wouldn't be the Yorozuya anymore. We told you, didn't we? The Yorozuya does its job until we take our exorbitant reward money. So there's a future for us. It's not one that someone gave to us. Taking our future with our own hands. That's what the Yorozuya is. You too. We'll stick around too. Those religious folks were scoundering up Altana from all over the place, trying to find a way to make themselves immortal or whatever, right? If we throw all that in, not only will you be able to see their faces, you'll even be able to bop your idiot disciples on the head. You guys, how are you going to throw it all at him? To be honest with you, even my cell phone was a pretty old model. Yeah, I just can't keep up with technology anymore. I still remember the Timmy stuff. This man's sick of the head. How are you a whole cyborg? You get to get the cell phone thing working, man. He's like, this coming from the guy whose whole body is a machine. If it's about cell phones, leave it to me. Machines are like people. When they don't listen to you, you give them some of this. And we saw they open up the pathway and stuff so they can get through. Yeah, you bunch of unruly girls. If you're gonna be that rough, forget fixing block signals. Even Siri would snap and start showering us with abuse. They'll reach. With all these feelings united together, even without any sort of cell phone, I'm sure they'll reach. So, seeing all the explosions that were going off, what's going on? A huge amount of Altana is flowing in here. Shoyo-sensei, if you're going to destroy it now. Now may be our only chance. Sadaharu, let's protect Shoyo, yes? All of you. Why? And I think this is right about to, like, I left off at. It's like, and then you say Shinsuke come through. Yo, you should take your time. You took so long that we were thinking of just leaving you here. You guys, getting citizens to safety is a part of the police's job, you know? Seriously, with guys like that, you never know when to give up around. It really makes our job tough. We'd rather not all drop dead with you, so I guess we're all gonna have to go home together. Now, get the hell up. Let's go. Gentoki, they're up ahead. Most likely that man and the rest of the Yorozuya are up ahead from where you are. So if there's anything you have left undone, you better hurry up with it. You sure? I'll have you know the brightest prodigy of Shoku Sanjuku has been entrusted with getting everyone home safely. Everyone's already taking shelter at this point. Besides, you know good brats, that is. Zura. Takasugi is. Sensei may not have known. But back then, there was another no good brat who would cover up for you too and wipe your asses for you whenever you made mischief. I can't, I hope the flashback does like some troll stuff. Like they did like one of the little specials. Remember where when Shoyo was like asking like, yo, like, does anyone have like an extra brief of like of underwear and stuff for Gintoki? And then I would die if he just follows up with the Pampers or something, man. If they ever like include that into the anime. Is that right, Gintoki? Here's both of your final works of mischief. Until your asses have been wiped for it, I cannot move from this spot. Oh man, so I'm staying right here until we get it done, man. Zura, whether we live or die, we'll do it together. So whatever it takes, we gotta get you home alive, Gintoki. Relax. Even if I gotta go all the way to the depths of hell, I'll make sure to rescue you guys. So, go ahead. Go hog wild. For his share too. And then this like we're about to get like the Metal Gear stuff. Yeah, so this is right around like where I had left off and stuff. Where Shoyo had like the crystallized thing going on and like his body was starting to like kind of like decompose a bit. So he's Gintoki. You see, and this is one thing I'll say right now, because it kind of like go back to covering like what was going on. When I saw all this going on, man, this felt like the end of like if you ever played Metal Gear Solid 1, the conclusion of Shadow Moses. This kind of like with them trying to make their way out and stuff. This kind of did feel like that a little bit. That they're trying to get out of like the whole island and stuff after the events with Liquid, man, which is absolutely crazy considering like the connection that we know with Snake and Liquid. It's like you see that now with like Gintoki, Takasugi, and then with Katsura, man, and even Sakamoto for after the fact. These ones here are like you are like these ones here are like you are to me. You see like everybody is jumping over and everything, going through all the pipes and stuff. And it looked like they're all about to fall and everything too. They were able to like kick Gintoki right over afterwards. And I think it's around here. Much like how on that day when that immortal demon met all of you, and became the human Yoshiro Shoyo. And just when he was about to lose his way, and Tai came in, the little demon who had sad eyes on that day, met a whole bunch of people. Like, he can't go. She throws him like right over, and he breaks right through the pathway. And became the human psychotic Gintoki, didn't he? Shoyo-sensei. And just it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. I left off right here, and when Gintoki came in, and he sees his student, bro, it's like he sees his son, bro. I know not by blood, but his son, bro, just comes in. And just right there is like, yo, I got you. I'm not, look, I already lost one person. I already lost my brother, man. I'm not losing my dad just yet. Even though I know the circumstances right now, I need to get you at least out of here. Shoyo, I've always wanted to show you. A whole lot happened to me since then. He's just breaking apart, man, because there's nothing he can do. Grandpa, Dad, and the kids! I've been running a Yodozuya with these guys. Oh man, my kokoro, bro. Sorachi, man. It's like, yo, they're going in for like the... I don't know if it's supposed to be trolled too. But if you know the final Kamehameha, like the father-son Kamehameha they did at the end of the Cell games, and then the Broly movie and stuff, yo, this... You can't, bro. Like, the beam wave too, bro. Come on. It feels like that. Oh, my God. Yes. I see that clearly. And look. Wait, he didn't explode yet, no? Yodozuya. Sakaragen Toki. Oh, Takasugi's body. You've become such a great person, haven't you? And just like that, the terminal just explodes. Face to white. Data transfer complete. Good morning. Fuyo number 0, yo. So she got taken care of after the fact. Because I remember, like, before, like, her memories were all kind of screwed up, you know, from the prior process, you know, when she was with the other guy and stuff for her, but since so long, I don't remember his name. But I know she was going through her thing, and then she was, like, the little person afterwards. She recovered, man. Hold on. Where am I? Genge-sama's machine storage vault. You suffered damage in a war some time ago, resulting in a long time sleep. I've been accumulating data in your place during that time, and I am a replica of you, Tamako. Yeah. My apologies. My circuits are still in a state of confusion. How long have I been asleep? That still blew my mind, man. I remember, like, seeing that chapter when Tamako, like, you know, was about to go through what she was about to go through, man. Like, that stuff was absolutely wild. You know, and it's like, it's not that I never cared for her character, but I know there's a lot of people who had a deep appreciation for her character and stuff. And, you know, kind of going back and looking at things, man, I do kind of see where people come from, you know, where their appreciation of the Tamako. And kind of like why they have her, like, really high up when it comes to, like, you know, the favorite characters in the series. So, it's just good to see her back up and running, man. This is Edo. So I guess, like, a time skip had to taken place, though. This is Edo. No. It is now called Tokyo. Yo! Sorachi! Yo, we flipped it! Oh, for sure! I mean, they already had the spaceships and stuff in Edo, but yo, he went with the full, like, we in the new era. It's now called Tokyo. After overcoming the war, Edo made major expansions and was reborn. If it were not for everyone's strenuous efforts, Tokyo would not exist as it does today. I see. So the world regained its peace, did it? Though it seems that the world which I know is not here. Just what happened to everyone since then? You already have the answer within you. San, Tama-san, when did you wake up from that long sleep and obtain this data? Is that Shinpachi's voice from the old Edo? Even now, I do not know what we fought against, what exactly we won, or what exactly we lost, but we came home to Edo, to our daily lives. But after I saw that somewhat longly smile on Genzan's face, I finally felt it. The scale of what we've been taken back, and the scale of what we lost. I guess he's not home. Wait, he's getting his back blown out? Hold on. Wait. Yo. Okay, he's wearing the robe in the bottom. Okay. I was like, yo, what's going on? Is this man just chilling at the bottom? Oh, wait. What is he stepping on? Oh, my. Yo. Sorry, yo, he's sick in the head, bro. In the finale, you want to do this to Gintoki too? Your brother Shinpachi comes back in the crib. He's like, where's my man's at? Where's Daddy? He's like sipping on shit. He's like, yeah! What the hell are you sleeping, Ginchan? Ew, I stepped in. Oh, it's vomit. I was gonna say, man, Ginto, yo, he went through the rigors, man. Ew, I stepped in vomit. I was just thinking I had seen you in a while, and you were out drinking again, weren't you? Shut up. That's my house. I decide when I come home and when I throw. He's like, hey, don't get this place any dirt. What are you doing? All high and mighty, sitting in my throne anyhow. What are you talking about? I'm the leader who's been prompting up the Yorozuya while everybody was away. I couldn't hold it in. He just threw up on his head. You said yourself that you were going to redo everything from being a bottom-rung employee, didn't you? I did not. I said you should redo those dumbass glasses frames. No, you did not. Why did you go redo everything starting from your father's ball sack? Why don't you go redo everything starting from your father's glasses case? You're making me out to be just some dad's glasses at this point. And anyhow, if you're gonna sleep, don't do it in the office. Do it on a futon, please. And then Kakra comes through. Don't intrude in the ladies' room. He goes for the missile dropkick. How many times do I have to say it before you understand? This is not Ginchan's room anymore. Yes? This is the room of the vice president of the company. The one who came back here second. Vice president, you just kicked the president's lights out too. Yes, well, a company really isn't really nothing but a decoration, like a tiny machine, yes? Most of the real power is held by Goruki-san. In the world, every world is physically strong, one who rules. Well, Goruki-san isn't actually physically strong. It isn't the company vice president. Goruki can mean a strong person, but Goruki-san is a name for actress Goruki Ayami. Okay, I'm gonna do my research. We can shove a good for nothing like that into a closet, yes? Mr. Super Strong, it looks like the closet was occupied too. You see? Yo, man. Somehow we're all happy and everything too, man. Even though you're enough already, you guys. Where the hell am I supposed to go? At this rate, I'm gonna have to start marking this whole place. I'll kill you, bottom rung. But the reason we were able to keep going like this, like nothing's changed at all, is because us three humans and one dog are here together. You see, Gentoki goes right through the door and like Thomas just like watching everything going on. Sheesh, Obasan. After 2 years, I thought you might have earned a lot of rent money. But from what I'm seeing now, it looks like you spent those 2 years doing nothing but picking your nose. Any inquiries about rent should be directed to our new company president. Please don't just push stuff onto me when it's inconvenient for you. Okay, let's leave it to the leader. I will take care of the right nostril. Ginchan will take care of the left nostril, and we'll take care of everything. We'll leave everything else to Shinpachi. The only thing you guys are doing is thinking up snot. Honestly, I had just been thinking that Shinpachi and Kagura had grown up so much. But with you back, everything just looks like the way it did before. I guess it's true what they say. One rotten apple spoils the barrel. I'm a fan of the sugary type that comes in cans rather than in barrels. I see. If they're in a can, then even if they rot, it's pretty hard for it to spread anywhere. Could you not start with the assumption that I'm rotten? Everybody makes fun of each other, but I didn't ask why. You don't need to ask stuff like that. Okay, then let me ask you something. Why do I think I crossed the universe to see you? My man, wait, where's Kamui though? Because you were going bald. No, nothing to do with going bald. Are you perhaps going bald there? I said it's not about baldness. There's no reason. You don't need a reason to see your family's face. It's just like that. You don't need a reason to stick around here on Earth and work at the Yorozuya again, right? So for no reason, that trouble-causing idiot older brother of yours might come back too. Wonumi Bozo's-san said that the view of his back seemed just a bit lonely, and it also seemed to be balding. Well, whatever the case, as long as you paid me the rent, I've got no issues. The world seems to be in a new era of whatever, but there doesn't seem to be talk of it being more prosperous, is there? As you can see behind me, the reconstruction of the terminal has progressed quite a bit. No matter how many hardships come our way, as long as we have the spirit to never give up, we'll be able to rise from the ashes again and again. So I truly hope that all of you will come alongside me. Ay, Soyohime! Soyo-sama, my apologies, but we would very much like to ask you about the assassination of former Prime Minister Donald Trump. Yo, this man, they're gonna play it off like you gotta take it out of the paint. And Concert gonna come back and like, I'm still running this show, but nah, my man's a full-fledged terrorist, bro. We can't allow that. There are rumors floating among the populace that it was orchestrated by you in order to remove Mr. Sarup and gain his position. Is he noble? He made like, hey, hold on. Hey, come on. If you think that the princess is the type of person who assassinates those that hinder her agenda, then I hope you're prepared to disappear here and now. Hey, if you throw her a donut, though, she'll be good. Hey, murderer! I know those rumors were true. It was those two that got Edo back on its feet after having been met with chaos and disorder again. She looks all pissed. After Princess Shoyo took over Zorump, Katsuya-san's job, she restored Edo through some brilliant political finessing. And no Ume-san could always be seen by her side. Actually, not only her. I'm sure those two were also always by her side. Isuburo, and I gotta say it for the one time. Shogun Gaio! Oh man. My Gaio. Bro, top 10 character, I don't care, man. My Shogun was the top 10 in the series, man. Even if it was the back line because of the appreciation I have for some other characters, he was a big goat, man. And one other person that nobody could ever forget. Fools. The one of Zorumpa cannot be done in the little girls such as these. That man is alive. Even when his soul wandering as a spirit, he still watches over this country. Do not forget, Zorumpa is always watching. All your stinking head. And if you forget yourselves and stray from the righteous path, he is sure to come to hand down divine punishment. The departed spirit betrayed. Oh, you're insane. What is Elizabeth doing? Yo, just put the mask on my man like he ghost. And they got the little like ghost spirit things on the side too, so they show like he's gone. Obaz. This is a joke on Obakyu, short for Obake no Kitaro, a 70s manga about a ghost. Wait, why did Flatline? He died? Hold on. And after that, Katsuya-san died. Yo, shut up. Yo, shut up. I'll just take over the narration and kill the guy off. Not only that, it hasn't been established that that's even Katsuya-san, even though it obviously is. Yeah, but that idiot's as good as dead. Just let me kill him off. Anyhow, what have you been mumbling about? You almost done? Now you can't. Come on, man. You gotta let my man prosper, bro. You can hear that? That's actually really embarrassing. I thought I'd just make a record for Tama-san. What are you trying to forcibly wrap everything up? Even though narration, because it's the final chapter. It's way too long-winded and dull. You seriously devoting precious pages to that idiot? Both the readers and Tama's minds are going to start drifting when they see that. I mean, that might be facts. You got to be most conscious with this stuff. Concise with this stuff. Let me take over a bit. Tama, a lot's happened since then. I'm not sure how to convey it all to you. But there's one thing I'm sure I want you to know. Everyone died. Don't try to tie it all up with that. What's the problem? Everyone dies eventually. I mean, that's a scary fact you brought up now. That's way too broad. I'm too sure Tama wants to know what happened directly after the war. Gin-chan, Shippachi is right. I would feel bad if Tama was the only one who did not know what happened. I want to tell her about every last thing that happened to me and what I felt about them when she was gone. The rolled old omelets were delicious. Where'd you get that from? The most who cares who cares thing I've ever heard. If you're gonna go over all your impressions of breakfast you've had, this final chapter alone is gonna be longer than every volume of Kochikame combined. After Kochikame ended, Jump always felt like that kind of lonely. We don't need your impressions of Jump, what's like without Kochikame. Jump died too. Don't throw in another one of those deaths here, you're gonna get people confused. Did you see that? If people do have others observing them, they will degenerate to the point where they are so depraved that they'll even create a sham final chapter. Hey, who's that? That wasn't me. The world needs eyes that span across different eras and always watch a country and its people. The only one that can do such a thing is a god, a divine spirit. No, only the departed patriot. Obatu's Congress just blows up the plate. What a headbutt. And switching over. Oh, no, it went right through the earth. Never mind. Because we ignored him like that, he managed to sneak his way all the way into this thing. That is true, but now we have taken care of that one person at least. Who's next? Don't just use force just to get into an ending where everyone dies. And that would be his final straight man bid. No, it's not. I'm not dead. It's okay. I won't let any of these guys take over the narration. As you saw before, Zorum's political power has been inherited by the next generation. And along with that, the one's defunct Shinsengumi has had their status restored. I like to say, welcome back. The world you've come back to isn't such a welcome place. It's a battlefield. If you got any feelings of excitement or nostalgia, throw them away right here. The one thing I ask is, are you prepared to die? Then drink until you drop dead. They never take a break from their fight, so that taxes on the citizens do not go to waste. They keep on fighting all day and night. There are times in those days where it feels like they may face defeat. No, listen, man. If Sorachi, if the kid they end up having is a stripped gorilla, I'm pulling you out the casket, man. Like I'm gonna have to at this point. It's all right because they have her with them. Without having her own shop now, in addition to managing the dojo, she's become a very successful businesswoman. So she has become quite a person of influence in the Kabukicho. In the past, she would be hesitant towards Kondo-san's advances, but now she's become a source of strength to him, both personally and professionally. It makes me feel a bit lonesome, but if it's for my sister's happiness, I suppose it's all right. Maybe after the numerous battles I've been through, I've become an adult as well. Yeah, okay. He's like, hey, how much you gave a taste of adult a straight man bit? He just kicks the hell out of him. Ty's like, okay, whatever. So it was you who started impersonating me and started narrating up to a storm of things that didn't happen. Oh, wait, it was him that was doing it? I hate this man. I hate you so much. What the hell are you people thinking? I think you can just spout a bunch of blatant lies and get away with it because it's the last chapter? Just kidding. I can't help but butt heads with my brother-in-law whenever I run into him. Hey, I'm standing right in front of you. Are you psychic? And sister, why are you participating in the final chapter's fraud? I'm not doing anything. Hey, Gorilla, didn't I tell you that next time you showed your face in the shop, you'd be charged triple? Wait, so under the narration, there were some outrageous statements being made? Yes, you've been very clear about that, Otai-sama. My wallet? No. The National Treasury is yours if you so desire. Oh, and please accept this. Tickets to the BZ live show. Oh, Gorilla Dealer. You are evil indeed. No, not as much as you, Otai-sama. This is just a seed of massive corruption. I'm sorry, I guess I'm sort of hit that with the narration, huh? The tears wouldn't stop flowing down my face. He really is the only one out there I could ever entrust my sister to. Yeah, I don't think so. Jeez, what the hell? You just used 3 pages being the same idiots as ever. Sorry, boss, but I think it's for the best. I don't need to do any sort of final chapter shams as long as I have an everyday life like this. Oh, looks like you're really getting into a conclusion, okay? Ended with the next panel. Just commit seppuku and that'll really tie things up. We were back to our normal everyday life, but for the Shinsengumi, that was the beginning of a new life. Where the hell's Hijikata, though? That was just the beginning of a new life, of a new battle. Check out this quick preview of the new series, Shinsengumi Swordwind Notebook, starting next issue. What the hell did you mean next issue? After the whole fake out ending catastrophe, this manga got kicked out of Jump. With the start of the new adventures, just who is the enemy in the battle they are facing? This isn't new at all. We've seen this tons of times. Quit showing up and invited, bro. Kasa wildin'. And just what is the Shinsegumi's new weapon? Yamazaki-kun, in the process of your revival, your personality was split into 108 parts. He has his own android squad! Hey, shout out to Jimmy, bro. Hey, what the hell happened, Jimmy? Did he get into another convoluted mess? Will the Shinsengumi be able to protect Edo from creepy idiots? Oh, come on, bro. There's no way Hijikata went out like that, but come on. There's a lot of difficulty that comes with being vice chief. I'm really getting a sense of what sorts of hardships you went through, but I swear I'll support the Shinsengumi for your share as well. Hijikata's son, he's coming out the grave. So in the end, you did a sham ending too, damn it. I can already hear Zoro's voice. Quit slacking off on the job, you assholes, or I'll have you commit seppuku for failing in your bushido. Hijikata-san, today's the last chapter. Even if we do our jobs, we won't get paid for it. Look at Yagamazaki. He and the Mekazakis are all playing Mecha Kabaddi. Oh, what the hell is even Mecha Kabaddi? And who the hell is Mekazaki? Hey, Vice Chief. We get it. Oh, you break the veil. We get it. It's clear as hell that you guys don't have any ability to wrap things up. So for now, just take this. Okay? I'll strike a pose. Alright? Now just hold that. Wrap up already! Why the hell do I have to strike a pose? What was that look you just gave me? Yo. Like, what the hell kind of wrap up was that? The Shinsengumi was Like that. No need to be so grumpy, Hijikata-san. We got everyone together in the same building like this. So why don't you take it easy just for the final chapter? A policeman's job doesn't have a final chapter, even at a time like this. I see. So it's policeman's job to yell and cause a commotion in people's shops, is it? Then perhaps I will do my job as well, use a QB. Oh, yeah, something like this happened before, hasn't it, QB? Alright, then. I held back before thinking of you as a woman, but now I know there's no need for that. I'll show you what my job is. Serving fruit? Now say ah. What, you're a cabaret girl? I asked you to come over and hang out, but she felt bad for us having to do all the work, so she volunteered to help out. I came up with a way to serve customers without getting close to men. Now becoming the #1 cabaret club girl isn't just a dream. Don't let her serve customers with a personal space sharp sword. It's a legitimate battle strategy. In cabaret club, it's pretty common to serve customers from really close distances. But I heard that in Yoshiwara, they have a trick where if you act cold and distant to customers, it actually makes them crazy about you. Yeah, okay, throw kunai. And Suki out here balling. Hey, listen, man, I need her at the very least for Gintoki, man. I cleared up the place for you, Otai. Forget cold and distant. She's coming in with long range. And Cyrus, what are you doing? Get hot stuff. And I have no clue what this one is even trying to do here. Nah, she's practicing, bro. You wildin'. Kagura, you look like you're doing well. Everyone came, yes? Yeah, everyone. Well, as he said so, well, you said to come hang out, so I came. But looks like there's not a single ugly girl here. What's the deal? Here you are, sir. She's had like 3 candles like lodged into her mouth. Jeez, what a calculating bunch. Everybody swarms together just for the final chapter. But now, can we all wrap things up through narration, right? What kind of wrap up would that be? Wrap up where everyone has fun with each other and gets dead drunk? That doesn't sound too bad, really. I think that just suits us just fine. Yep, same as always. That might be the best phrase you could use to describe us. Hey, pull yourself together. What makes you think I don't got myself together? I'll show you. Wait. Want me to recite all the Dragon Ball enemy characters? I think saying that is proof enough you don't have yourself together. Dr. Jero. Hey, miss. 10 more servings just like this one. Oh, Kamui! Hey, maybe you ought to leave off here. We don't have any huge groups backing us up for any financial muscle to fall back on. And our organization's dirt poor. Thinking about the ones managing our finances, won't you? But this planet's food is so good. And anyhow, they say you guys should get a good meal before war, right? War? We ain't got that money for that. I will tell you. Okay, we'll save the fun for later, miss. I promise next time I'll come for the earth. You. Oh man, Kawu Nabuto, bro. I can't believe they're gone like that too, man. But jeez, another huge goal, huh? You may have no money, but you sure got dreams. How about your little sister? I'm gonna beat her, of course. Again with that? 2 years ago you were talking about going to train, but now you just were hovering around your little sister. I think that's a certain old man just like that. It just looks like me that you're talking about. Don't talk shit, you dumbass. It did. I love this man so much. You did well to spout me. Ho ha ha ha. Yes, I departed spirit, part of the patriot Obazi, and watching over all. And she just beat the shit out of him. Oh my god. I know it's been a long time since I've been in contact. But how are you doing? Oh, Sakamoto. Shintoke-kun. I'm flying around outer space, same as usual. Space is a really great place. When I look out at the vastness of space, I forget all my troubles. Why don't you come out with me for a space trip next time, Mantoki-kun? Now then, the reason I'm writing to you now is that there's something I want to tell you. On that day, I promised I would save you. But the moment I saw that collapsed terminal, I honestly thought you were dead. I'm not just saying this or anything, but back then, it wasn't me that saved you. I think it was that person. I believe that after pouring everything into the Altana and disappearing, he became part of the Altana and protected his disciples through it all. There's no reason to feel lonely. Your master is surely here, and they're all over this earth. We'll always be watching over you. To my dear friend, Shin Manboku-kun. P.S. This is something I heard when I met up with Zoro the other day. The remnants of the Kiete were making some odd movements. Dragon holes. Oh? Yes. I heard she was traveling around each of the dragon holes across different lands. Just who is she pretending to be? That's exactly like, I suppose she couldn't forgive herself. For saddling Sakata Gintoki with that man, with everything. She couldn't forgive herself for being so powerless. She was so thankful to once again be able to see the smiling face of the man imprisoned by death. And she said that now it was her turn. Takasugi's corpse was swallowed by the Altana, but there isn't the slightest chance of him being resurrected like Utsuro was. That was something like a miracle that occurred, because Utsuro had been born from the Altana, so I still don't mind. This is the Kiete's atonement. Takechi, don't tell me you're also going to... Oh, come on, yo! I'm convinced you have plastic surgery, bro. At the very least. Would you mind to stick around with me a bit? Get out of here with this crap. It is my belief that there are no such things as miracles in this world. And that all things happen in this world have causes and happen for logical reasons. So I do not think your being saved was a miracle. Why did someone abandon it in such a place? This must be the divine wrath of Ryujin Sama. And I do not think that the master protecting his disciples is a miracle. Why is she crying? I believe that is something only natural. Who the hell's in the thing? I do not think that the master protecting his disciples is a miracle, and I believe that is something only natural. Wait, is his body or is like the reincarnation? Remember, like he was the little kid and stuff with Utsuro when he switched up back to little Shoyo. Did something like that happen to Shinsuke though, or like, because I see like a weird little thing coming off from the tree. Oh, I switched over. Oh, you've come, huh? It's been a long time since the two of us have come together to see Father. Is there something you wanted to tell him? No. Back then, Father looked up at the sky of Edo and sighed. But I was just thinking that the sky will always look the same. Looks different right now, don't it? After all, we know that everyone is under the sky. My boy reading Jump Man, as he should. Even if it's covered in clouds. In our hearts, under that sky, everyone. Oh. Oh. God is good. God is good. God is good, bro. Oh. Taka. Baby Takasugi. I don't know how much longer he'll have to live though in that little age. Oh, but... my God. Even if it's small, Takasugi, man. Oh my God. So Tama-san, even if where you are now is beneath a sky you don't recognize, and even if where you are now is below a sky without us, please don't cry, because we are always with you beneath your sky. Oh my God. Yes, if you believe, we will break through the worlds, eras, and panels to be there to wipe away your tears. Oh my God. How many years passed though? How many years have passed? Wait, but if we're seeing like completely like next level stuff, how deep did they move? Wait, no, they're still there though. I mean, everything got like, I mean, it's more futuristic and everything too, but they're there. How many years have really passed though during that time? Let's go. After that, those girls lived out their lives in this era. The world was at that time in the golden age of machines. Humans' jobs and their places in the world were being taken by machines, and the ones who were cast in leading roles to the world was changing. Those girls found happiness in humans. Oh, Mado. Became unemployed, every last one. And when everyone else is employed together, no one is jobless, became colorless. And even so, the jobless could find happiness. Hasagawa-san? You're doing a Sham Final Chapter 2? Okay, so thank God they're good. I thought some bad stuff happened, but We're good. You asked, what kind of final chapter do you need, Tamako? Guys, got it all wrong. Do not go moving into the world of the latter eras of your own asshole. I quit being a hero, but then when I tried to get a new job, I couldn't find anything. And I just happened to grumble something to Tamako-chan. And how nice it would be to live in a world where everybody is unemployed. My apologies. It would be seen as that there was an error in my data. Yo, you still have sleep, Tama, and that's okay. We got an urgent job to do, so just make sure you're wide awake by the time we get back. There's no need for us to wipe those tears away. Gin-chan, what is the urgent job we have to do? Oh yeah, what was it again? What do you mean, what was it? You said it was urgent, didn't you already forget? Do you remember, leader? Well, whatever it is. Whatever it is, we'll get it done. After all, we're the Yorozuya. Oh man, is that the end? Is there anything at the bottom though? I just have something. Hold on. Thank you so much to all the readers that stuck around by these 15 years. The final volume, Volume 77, will go on sale August 2nd with a massive 360 pages. And at the same time, the final and largest character book, Kojin, will go on sale. Containing lots of new drawings. Oh my god. That was a beautiful end, man. So Shoyo, regardless, at the end, he met his end. He was done. But Takasugi at the very least came back as a baby. But how long he has to survive, I don't know. Because it's like, I forget, but Shoyo, there's still like a period of time he had left and stuff, right? So I don't know how much longer he's still going to go, right? But, oh man, what a finale this was. Like, it was troll from top to bottom, but you cannot end Gintama without trollism, right? And I'm hoping, in the later character books and stuff, they tell me, man, look, Gintoki and Tsukuyo, they got it together, they got the gold statue, and he flies off on the Nimbus, but I will take this gladly, man. Because it just, this is how we would know them. They would go off on their job because of the Yorozuya, man. Like, oh man, what a beautiful conclusion this was. I thought I was gonna really tear up a little bit more than I did, but I think all the tears came out though in the last chapter, and right here I'm just left with like just happiness right now, man, just the way I'm feeling. But wow, and that's it. Gintama's done. What a journey this has been, man. I've been with this series legit since the weekly experience of the Shogun assassination arc, and to be here now for its final chapter, couldn't ask for a better conclusion to a series. Sorachi stick to his guns, to who he is as a mangaka, of what we've known from him since the very first chapter, and I couldn't be happier with an ending like this, honestly. I want to say more, but honestly, I want to talk about this with the rest of my Gintama friends, just, get their perspectives and everything when it comes to, the conclusion of this series. And just in general, these chapters that went through 699 through 704, but mainly for this chapter too. But I want to save that for then, man. But to all of you guys who've been with me, since, my coverage basically of Gintama, since, I've been covering this manga, going way back to like, the early portions of like, the Silver Soul arc, to where we are right now, man, has been an absolute joy. And the fact that I not only got to share with new people that I got to experience with, when I started covering this on my channel with, new people that came through, but even the people that I've been with, since even before I started covering this manga, from guys like Recon to Stan User 00, to Jess, to Satisfied Panda, so a lot of people, those content creators that I would watch, their coverage of Gintama to make me want to do this. Those people, man, I greatly appreciate it, because when I see the enjoyment and the excitement that I see that people have reading this series, it's like I want to get on here and just talk about manga, man. And like, to be here for this conclusion, like, I'm just happy in general, man. Like, I was able to be here at least and experience it, to its fullest, But I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm gonna wait until whenever Recon decides to do the Gintama stream, I'm gonna have my whole thoughts and stuff in there, and just just talk about the greatness of this masterpiece series. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How did you guys feel about the conclusion of Gintama, in particular this final chapter? Were you guys satisfied with it? Were there things that you wish you could have gotten a little bit more from at the very least? But I think given what we got right now, I couldn't complain with him, man. Like, Sorachi ended things on his notes, on his own troll agenda, how he's always been and stuff since the beginning, and it would not be Gintama if, Sorachi didn't stick to his roots, for me personally at the very least. But let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this entire conclusion with Gintama, specifically with chapter 704, and just in general from 699 to 703. If you guys haven't seen that, there'll be a link at the end of the video, or probably somewhere like, on the card thing or whatever at the beginning of the video and stuff. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here, and I don't know, man, what's gonna happen afterwards. Because now I lost a part of me with this, with Gintama departing. I don't know what can fill the void afterwards, but hopefully the next series that comes through from Sorachi Sensei, down the line, I don't know when he'll do it, but once he gets his rest, he's in Roppongi Hills, chilling out, having a blast, having a good time. Once he comes back afterwards, ready to go, we'll be here for him, man. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in whatever video I make next. But more importantly, Hideaki Sorachi, thank you so much for creating Gintama. Thank you for creating a series that's given me many laughs, many smiles, and most importantly, many comrades that I've met throughout my time of covering this series to even before that. Without this series, my time with YouTube wouldn't be as fun as it is without the greatness of Gintama. So thank you so much for that, and I will catch you guys next time. So Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy.